stone budge, yet nothing the same. Two of them, the version in my mind, the one that I see here, two separate places, neither the real cisterna. A village confined from itself, solitary. There's the old house.
Who's there? Who is it? Who? Who on a Friday? I don't remember the year, but I remember it was a Friday. I feel that presence, a chill I'll never forget. It's back, we'll never escape the hateful lies that's frozen this town for 40 years. It was a Friday. The bloody moon poured blood on the snow below.
My God, they still talk of that
They
night.
locked him away, arrested. It was a Friday.
They imprisoned me.
Friday.
Imprisoned them.
There now was never the
The outside
same.
world
Trapped
arrested.
in that evil night. The walls were lost, the walls closed in, when they locked his sin. It was a Friday.
Which is more cruel?
It was a Friday.
Which is less real?
Beware the false beggar.
Even here, these bars, you're barred from the outside now, Luca. Is it better to be looking inside? Outside, can you tell me which one is better? 40 years captive, blocking out that memory. One day released, releasing nothing. unleashing everything. You're barred from the outside now. Forget that night. Survive. Remember that night. If these walls split the world in two.
Signore, there's nothing left in there to steal. Do you want to try this?
What's your name?
Tony, but everybody calls me Hardhead.
What are the chances? They used to call me Hardhead as well.
You're not around from here, are you?
I am, and I'm not.
Want to be friends?
It depends. Can you keep a secret?
Anything for a friend.
already two, a band of three. With no one invited, if nobody's here, it makes a joke of the party. A party leader in Cheesestead now must be welcomed properly. Where is everyone?
As you recall, Mr. Mayor, we thought it was best not to invite those who aided in Cipriani's arrest.
How many were there?
It was prudent to uninvite those who signed the petition to relieve him of his teaching post. That was quite a few.
Oh my God, there's no one here.
Of course, there were those who threw rocks at him when we led him out in handcuffs.
Who does that leave?
Cistead welcomes her most illustrious son.
The most conspicuous absence of them all. Where is he? If only Cipriani would stay in Cheesestead now. His connections with the party could resurrect this dusty town.
As I recall, Cistead sold him down the road.
Andrea's return marks a new day. From a few darkened lofts in Rome, he talked ideas. From fighting fascists in the street to a leader of the party in power. the darkness. The second's coming. He's a beacon of light for equality. Blaze, burn, explode for equality. Every citizen, a comrade. Every laborer, blessed. Every worker is filled with the light of hope. Blaze, burn, explode for equality. Blaze, burn, explode for equality.
Of course, you have your ideals. When we arrested Cipriani, you were still a boy, getting drunk off your books. For all we knew, he was dangerous. His party treasonous. He had to go away. Your philosophy sounds nice, but how do we know this man and his intentions? There's a party line, there's a mind of a man, two different worlds. There's always two different worlds. When it comes to the mind of a man, it is always best to assume the worst. When it comes to the mind of a man.
But to believe in the beliefs themselves. With Andrea comes the party. With the party comes a new day in Cisterna. Where is he?
Cipriani's return is not the return you should be worried about.
What do you mean?
Luca Sabatini has been released from prison.
The man who killed a vagrant in 1910. Wasn't that a life sentence?
After 40 years served, now proven innocent, exonerated by the deathbed confession of an old bum from another town.
So what if this Luca returns?
What are his intentions? Does he want revenge? There are plenty of old-timers who testified at his trial. Cisterna fears him now.
The government deemed him innocent.
The village will never believe innocent. He did not testify at his trial. He just stood there silent. When it comes to the mind of man,
The government is always right. We are now the government.
when it comes to the mind of a man.
but new party lines. The same old stones hiding behind that banner.
Where is he? Where is he? Welcome, our guest of honor, our comrade. I've prepared a little speech for you.
Let's skip the speeches today.
The people should hear the party principles in clear language and remember your support for equal welfare for all.
What will you do? What will you do when he returns?
Never mind him. Mind your place.
What kind of protection can you offer us? What will you do? What will you do for us when he returns?
Go away.
Can you offer protection?
Protection, you have the
What
police.
will you do for us?
Do you need protection?
Luca Sabatini! Return me to the Senna!
Did you say, Luca? How long has he been released?
It does not concern you.
Luca, I need to see him.
Why do you care so much?
You don't understand.
You were not even born then.
Where is he?
Let
When he returns!
Where is he? Listen to yourselves. You think that Luca ruined this town, the devil in his return. But where is the spook in the night? Look to your own heart. Look, listen. You have chosen your poisonous memory. In your heart you have clung to your judgments. In your heart this town has rotted. Look to your own heart. Look to yourselves. Look, listen. And if Andrea wants to make peace with a prisoner, why should we
father. I got the transcripts from the judge, just like you said. Is he in there?
Yes, Luca's inside.
I must know why he was silent on the witness stand, refusing to defend himself. He just stared off in the distance.
Go lightly on your questions, Andrea. You've been to prison. You must know how it feels. Try to remember the shock of being free. For him, it's even worse. The difference between solitary confinement and prison is greater than ordinary prison and freedom.
I have to know why he refused to save himself. I need to know.
Don't corner him.
I need to know why he was silent.
He has suffered, Andrea. Handle his silence lightly.
Silence is noble, but the truth is nobler.
Sometimes, my son, they are one and the same.
I always wondered what this meeting would be like. Never thinking it would happen. There he is. Am I really here? It is you, forgive me. You don't know me, but somehow, how can I explain?
Because he talked about me.
He never mentioned your name.
Did he forsake me?
On the contrary, he couldn't forget. Every week he came here to visit your mother. She had no one after you went to prison. I practically grew up in this house.
You knew my mother.
As a child, she'd sing me to sleep.
A lullaby of her making, my only comfort in the dark.
That's why I feel I know you, Luca. My whole life has been leading back to this.
What do you mean?
One day I was in here alone. She handed me a letter, your first.
The first time they let me have paper.
She didn't know how to write. She begged me to write a reply.
My hand trembled, barely strong enough to hold the pen.
I confined to this house in secret. The rest of the world forgot you. We remembered you word by word.
Page by page, God's tore each letter.
Day by day, my boyhood dissolved. The teacher, the priest carried on, unburdened by truth.
Passed away in the blindness of solitude. I lost my mother again.
My own mother's words no longer reach me.
Touch those
Pages come to find me to truth and set me against the world. Day by day. In these walls, standing here, I was starved for justice.
Mother, I see you again.
My own mother, I saw your innocence while losing my own. Week by week, we waited for your next letter.
Passed away in solitary, lost in the darkness.
I kept writing and writing, sealing my fate.
Day and night,
Mother died, just waiting, wandering, waiting,
sight in cracks in her
losing hand. I found myself.
past returns.
I always knew you were innocent. It's now been proven you did not commit the murder. The real killer gave a dying confession. So why do you still remain silent? Your silence put you in a cage. Your silence left this town to rot. Your silence tore me from my home. Your silence killed your mother.
I did not tell them under threat of prison. Why would I tell you now? In my own way, I have always been free to speak, but my silence has always set me free. Silence has been my only friend. Leave me alone with my silence.
Your silence never kept your secret. Prison kept it.